First of all, I found out about spoken word Rwanda from Instagram. I'm not from Rwanda, which is probably quite evident. I'm only visiting. I'm from Cameroon. Yeah, and I forgot that tonight was themed, so I just had to write what I'm going to perform like 2 minutes ago. Yeah. So when we talk about the men in our lives who are kings, I typically just think of one person, and anything I write about men or a man is most likely inspired by this person. So yesterday, when I fell and scratched my knee, I was going to cry as I turned to the wound. The blood in my veins turned to ice as the pain tugged at my heart, and then I remembered I could run to warmth. Warmth that is scolding, reproach, and chastising, but warmth. Yesterday, I ate and I soiled myself. I used a spoon instead of a fork. I carried food in my clothes and moved around, and then you cupped my face in your hands and looked in my eyes and called me your lady when I was evidently no lady. Spoke to me in a way that only love could. Today, I'm mostly confused, turbulent, and melancholic. When I feel these things, I would think about what you would say. I think about how I would feel when you say these things, and then I'm at peace. My teacher of all the perfect imperfections of love, my armor, my shining light, my father, my king. Thank you. My father and I have a very complicated relationship. I feel like, we're having a good relationship because he raised me to be an opinionated person. So, the emotions are mostly fluctuating. So sometimes I think like I'm losing him, like I said. So when I lose you, I felt what it means to lose someone when the trails go cold and I'm left with almost nothing to hold. I can't find my way home, so I camp out, hoping to break in this cave, the giant hole in this rock. I used to have faith to move. When I lose you, I'm left with no match to light this fire. Sparks in my soul, just not joy enough to warm my freezing insides. No strength to build these spires. Ego explodes. We have no zeal to hold each other's hands. We realize we can't carry fate on our shoulders, refuse to wait, and the weight is crushing. This ship built for one is washed down by the rapids of a riverbed that provides no rest. These sheets, which were once solace, are now the rags used to blot out the sweats from this rat race. Medicating symptoms, not the sickness in my brain, but in my heart and soul and spirit and mind. Can you hear it? This heart that has become a minefield, exploding from mistakes carried out by my worst enemy, me and you. I run in circles of insufficiency, but these city lights will never be enough to lead me out of my darkness. Utterly frustrated and maybe a little bitter, believing that this trail of ink will somehow lead me back to you because articulating brokenness is the first step to healing, or so I heard. Because how many times do I need to bandage the cracks of a hidden identity with syllables that soak emotion? And if this poem is just a placebo, then I may have wasted my time looking for restoration in rhythm. When I lose you, then I accuse you of not being there, of not being real, of not being what I wanted you to be. When I lose you, I hope you find me. Thank you.